Emma and this is So Do It Emma. Welcome to another episode of Friday Sews. Friday Sews is a hashtag brought to you from Today in Jen's Sewing Room. And Jen brought this about because she really wanted to see the sewing community on YouTube just to come together and maybe talk about their sewing and life if they want to. So this week has been quite busy in sewing wise. I've completed a few things that have been waiting to be completed, and yeah, I've started and finished another blouse which you probably will have seen by now. I hope you've liked it on Instagram. But first, what I'll speak about is the Remy Raglan. This is done by Sew High 7. It is my second pattern that I have sewn up from Sew High 7. The Remy Raglan is available in new size ranges of 00 to 20 and then 14 to 34. And wow, have to say I am so pleased with this. The fit is really nice. The insides are just fabulous. They're like French themed. I showed you this last week, but that's the inside. It's all French themed. And I just finished it off today with the button. Now the button was from Buttons Vintage Buttons. Beautiful. I've shown this on my channel before, but it was the blue button. She had noticed that I was going to sew this up as my Mate 9, and it's my second one that I ticked off. I'll speak about my Mate 9. I think I want to do a little update, but I think I will try and get another Mate 9 done, and then I'll do the Mate 9 update because yeah, it's overdue. So that's good. So Remy Raglan done. Highly encourage anyone that's on the fence about doing this. The instructions really hold your hand right through. Illustrations are really good. Yeah, give it a shot if you haven't tried it. I got this pattern gifted to me from Simply Sewing magazine because I went and asked about the sizing because the free pattern was Remy Raglan, but it was only 00 to 20. Now, I would have had to do some major adjustments, which I really wouldn't have been pleased about. So, yeah, I'm quite chuffed that I kind of went, hey, not happy about this. Why are you only doing the 00 to 20 size range? And the editor at the time said, would you like the 14 to 34 range sent to you? She got it printed for me and then with the instructions sent it to me. I was like, oh wow, okay. I won't say no, but can we actively start talking about the sizing on the free patterns, because I love your magazine and so do many of us fat sewers, plus size sewers, recovery sewers, whatever you want to be under. Yeah, we like inclusive patterns. Like this is a great one. So this is later than the Sew High 7 Remy Raglan. I was like, it's such a shame for just one of the size range to be printed and not the other, because yeah, we're kind of missing out. So that was that. So I think about a few days later, she also asked me if I wanted to be in the magazine. Now I've talked about the magazine. I will link card up here. Where I talk about the magazine. Me. And the Cashmere Rose Clear. And we'll come back to that in a moment because I have the results of the poll, or the polls, Instagram and my community tab on YouTube. The poll about the Rose Clear or the Saguaro set in a certain fabric, but we'll be down there. So yes, very, very happy, quite enthusiastic about this pattern, and it is made out of the Robert Koopman hand dyed yarn linen. It's so soft, it really is, and yeah, it's going to be kind of a staple in my wardrobe. I love the little detail on the cuffs as well, quite snazzy, and the wee button there, that's quite cool. So yeah, goes really well. I think I've got another 5 to use, so I'll probably end up using them on a blouse or something, hopefully. Yeah, so that is that, and then that was the first one. Then I deep dived and got the Davenport done. Now, I started this last year, I think it was late summer, going into early autumn, and then it got cold. So I think I completed the bodice, a bit of the skirt, and then it got cold, and then it only just got made up in April. So this week, yeah, so you saw that on Instagram. I'll insert photos as well. Show it off here too. Yeah, so I'll link the post in the box below, so you can go and click and like if you haven't already. And if you would like, you can leave a comment. So hey, giving you all the option. So sorry, I'm doing that quite a lot because I think there's pollen in the air and my nose is a bit bunged up from being out a walk with Fifi, and yeah, that's why I'm going. So that's that. Then yeah, Davenport Friday Pattern Company in their full size range, extra small to 7X, which is 0 to 32 US sizing. So really happy with that. The fabric is from Sew Me Sunshine a while ago, last summer, autumn. Sorry. If it's still available, I will link it below. But I'll link the shop anyway below if it's not available. But I will try and link it. I will probably be doing another video of my April makes anyway, so yeah, double link everything. And then the final make this week was the Collie blouse, which you've seen on Instagram. It's getting a very warm attention, very nice warm attention, so thank you. Collie blouse is by Pauline Alice pattern, and I think she's a French designer. Now, unfortunately, a lot of French designers are not very size inclusive, because this goes up from a 34 to a 52 EU, but from the body measurement, the finished garment measurements. Now, the waist of the finished garment measurements at size 52, that goes up to 91 inches. Now that's a lot of V's compared to the body measurements of what I can't remember. Hopefully I'll put them on the screen while I'm talking. Yeah. Yeah, so that is that. So I'm really quite chuffed. This was made from embroidery and glass. Oh, my mouth can't speak. Yeah, So I picked this up many moons ago from a Seconds department store, which is based in Kirkcaldy up in Fife, Scotland, and it's called Rejects. Now, I've got a few bits and pieces from Rejects, and there's nothing much wrong with the fabric. This cotton is absolutely beautiful. I put gorgeous pearl buttons on them, and they were from my grand's button stash. So yes, I inherited that via my Auntie Moira. I was like, come on, you're not sewing anything, come on. They need to be used and treasured and looked at and get other feelings. So yeah, quite happy that I use pearl buttons on this. I think this just gives chef's kiss, you know. So that is my mix. I've got maybe one or two I'm going to be quickening up and getting that sorted because it needs to be done before a challenge is cut off time. So I need to literally clear my dining room table, put the pattern on, cut it out, and then sew up in a miracle, probably tomorrow, probably for Saturday. That can be done, that's okay. Oh yeah, I like to cut it fine when it comes to challenges. Oh yeah, and everything else. So yeah, got to do that for the Selfless Sew April. Or Sew Selfless April 2022. I did say I was going to take part, so I'm going to do that, and I'm going to make a Jackson sweater or pullover by Helen's Closet. I made one already for him and he really likes it. So I'm going to lengthen it maybe by an inch on the body, and then I'm going to lengthen it maybe by 1 or 2 inches by the sleeve. Just his recommendation and his preference. Not recommendation, preference. So there we go. He really likes the first one, and that was the Cozy Colours, and I bought that from Sew Me Sunshine, which is really good. A lovely fleece. It's lovely to wear. I've got something really similar and it's just so cozy. So I think in future, if I can, I might get a couple of colours. One for me, one for him. So yeah, he really likes this Jackson pullover, so it just ticks the box for that challenge. So yeah, the Collie blouse, before I forget, is going to be entered into the Sew April Blouse 2022, which is a challenge hosted by Cloth Edit and Dahlia Society. Christine and Gabrielle did this last year, and it was really good. I can't remember what I put. The Gilbert shirt by Helen's Closet in. It's the striped one. I'll pop a picture if I remember to do that. So yeah, Sewing By is really productive week compared to the other weeks. It's really weird because I kind of deep dive into loads of plans and then I go, quite literally. But, right, talking of plans, this is going to be from me. I think we've got a result already. So, yeah, for this beautiful art gallery rayon, which is also viscose, it's Ecotex as well, 100, and it is called Capri Twirl, and it's part of the collection Capri from Art Gallery Fabrics, and the designer is Caterina Roccella. It's absolutely gorgeous. and this was gifted to me from Fleur Etours, who Kaylee is behind. Kaylee is lovely. She was like, I really want to work with you. What fabric would you like? And it took me ages. I'll pop a link in the actual original collab video, which was released on Monday. And she said, what fabric do you want to work with? And it took me ages because Kaylee's got a brilliant eye for fabric and design. So I was like, when I saw this on her grid, I was like, I think I am actually in love. This has to be the one. So I was like, now the pattern. So I gave her a couple of options. Unfortunately, the two options that I gave her quite fabric hungry, and I was like, if this isn't okay, let me go back to the drawing board and I'll give you another couple of options for fabric. But she was fine about it. It's 4 meters of this gorgeous. Wow. Wow. So, like I said, the results. Drum roll. Come on, drum roll. Right, okay. Now, the results are Landslide to Rose Clear by Cashmerette. Now, I love the original Rose Clear that I did for Simply Sewing magazine. Absolutely amazing, and I cannot wait to do this again. Look, I would have been happy with the Saguaro set or the Rose Clear because this fabric is absolutely gorgeous, but yeah, it's Landslide to the Rose Clear. There you go. So this is one of my May plans being added. So I will get chopping or cutting or rotary cutting this out, and sometime in early May I will have this sewn up. Which reminds me, I need to go and get more white thread because I think I went quite through a bit of white thread because of the Coley plies. Took a lot of white thread because of all the gathering. So yes, so that is that. I'm trying to think. Last week I came down from Perth. Now originally I recorded a vlog in Perth for Friday Sews, then I got home and I was like, oh no, so I've recorded it again and that's what you got. But Perth was amazing, and I think we're going back up on tomorrow, which is Saturday. There's a woods, I can't remember the name at the top of my head, it's Kill something, and there's a woods there, and hopefully, fingers crossed, the bluebells will be out. So you might see some photos on my stories, and maybe next week's Friday Sews of Bluebell Woods. Should be lovely. So, as normal, I have a little summary of my week in a little video with music. I will pop that at the end because a lot of you do enjoy that, and I think it's just a nice little touch. I really want to recommend a couple of newbie YouTubers. It's Sewing in Scots. She's only got a couple of videos up, but from what she's put up, it's really, really nice. She's recently moved back from Scotland from working overseas, and she's getting settled now. But now that she's back in the UK, she feels that she can justify the luxury box from Sohaili Jane sewing box. So I've been watching these and so soothing. So yeah, I'll pop her in the bottom below, and then I'll do this every week. I'll recommend one or two YouTubers newbie YouTubers that yeah, I like and enjoy watching. So yeah, a big shout out to those who have commented, liked, subscribed. Thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed, please do consider subscribing. Really would mean the world for me, just to keep going, maybe up to 1500 and get to that milestone. Of talking about milestones, I have reached 5k on Instagram. I don't know how that happened. I'm like, what on earth? Yes, so that happened Wednesday. Yeah, so very humbled, very taken aback by that. But yeah, I think not much is real. Oh, you'll see it in the video. I took Moira down on Wednesday to a place called Canty Bay. And it's got a cafe called Drift, and it's overlooking like the cliffs at Canty Bay. Oh my god, it's so lovely. You can see the Bass Rock. We had a nice lunch. I had a roll of bacon, egg, aioli and spinach. So good. And then I had lemon drizzle cake, and my aunt had really nice tomato soup with some bread and chocolate and Guinness cake, which was amazing. Yeah, highly recommend it, but do book ahead because it gets crazy busy, really busy, and the coffee is service really good. It was quite busy, people, constant flow of people. So yes, yeah, that's it. I'm gonna love you and leave you with my little musical video, and I will see you next Friday. Tomorrow, as in Saturday, I will release a vlog, and this vlog will be all about on how I do a little bit of grading in the patterns to get them ready for my body, for my measurements, but hopefully that'll help you, and I'll show you what tools I use. One's quite expensive, but the other ones aren't. So yeah, I will see you on Saturday, and then I'll see you next Friday, and I'll probably see you during the week between the next Friday. So take care, folks. Have a good one. See you soon. Bye. Enjoy the video.
Take a train ride just to see you. Ride for hours just to please you. You don't know how much I need you. 'Cause you're my home away from home, away from home, away from being alone. Run away from home, why don't you? 'Cause I did the same just for you. You don't know how much I love you. 'Cause you're my home away from home, away from home, away from being alone.